Hi, so Paul McCorder finished up his AI for Everyone lessons that I was following, and he started a Raspberry Pi updated version of his uh, videos for Raspberry Pi. So I have several Pis sitting around, never really had much to do with them. I had one running Octopi for a 3D printer, but I had several sitting around that I tinkered with for a little while and then set them in a box. Uh, I got a couple Pi Zero Ws and a Raspberry Pi 3B that I was using for Octoprint. So I took that. It had a small SD card in it, so I took that out and uh, got a 32 gig card that using followed along with Paul and got that up and working. So, like I say, just using the Pi 3B, just got a couple heat sinks on it. Don't even have a case for it, just sitting on my desk here. But one thing I did, I didn't want to have a extra monitor and keyboard and everything. I got limited room here in my electronics area, so I started out. I have the keyboard and screen, extra flat screen sitting around that I use for other things, but so I got started on it, but then investigated the VNC program that ships with the Raspberry Pi distribution that we are using, and figured out how to use that. It's not open source, but it seems like it's free for use, for personal use. So figured Raspberry Pi shipped it with it, probably a safe option. Some of the other ones had some talking about malware and stuff like that on them, so wasn't sure about those. So anyhow, so I knew I eventually didn't want to use the screen and everything, so I use this VNC. So do like a remote desktop, same way I did with my AI mobile platform. The Google remote desktop doesn't work on the Raspberry Pi, so that wasn't an option. So using the VNC viewer on my PC and VNC on the thing. It took a little while to get things lined up, but about a half hour I got it working, so that was pretty good. So we can show it working here. So I went through all the steps. I followed Paul's steps and configured it the way he had it. And I said, well, maybe I wanted a little bit different. So I went back and changed things up. I put the bar back at the top, and I'm partial to plain background. So I got this nice red one. That way I can tell, well, I know I got my Raspberry Pi up when I see the red background. So only thing I did is figured we'll be eventually using Visual Code Studio, and I also download the Arduino IDE from their add programs thing. So looking forward to see where Paul takes us with this, and look forward to interacting with the GPIO pins on it. So just wanted to show you up and ready for the next lesson. Thanks, Paul, for all you do. Bye.